Hey folks, ThePandaPuncher here and welcome back to FTL. This is part 2 of our Advanced Edition run. Still in easy mode and on the Kestrel A or whatever the default ship is. And yeah, this is basically just an excuse to learn more about the game and of course see what the Advanced Edition has to offer. We're in Sector 2, Rebel Controlled, and we just left off visiting this distress call and I can't remember what we actually did in it. But now to decide which way to head over to the exit. Now if we head this, I know we came up with the path in the last video, but just hit my mic there. But I have forgotten. So if we head this way, we do have those options, but then we're forced to go to this one, and you sort of just forced to go down. We have two nebulas down here, which could, yeah, screw it. We'll go down this way. Oh, I should have went over right a wee bit and then down. Ah well, accept the offer. Jump. And this one. Right, there's a small planet nearby with scattered settlements. A small rebel fleet is in orbit with many ships ferrying back and forth. It must be one of the more recently liberated planets, or a planet. So nothing here once more. If we jump down there, yeah, screw it. May get caught up a wee bit, but oh goddamn asteroid field. And there's an automated rebel assault thingamajig. So put more power into the engines, and then we have power for that if we need it. Ow. And of course now our V8 is completely down, our shields are taking a hit, and I want everything powered up as quickly as possible so we can hammer that, and all at the same time. And our hull is taking a goddamn beating because our shields are down, asteroids are pelting us, and of course they have weapons. Well, not at the minute. You know what I mean. Shush. To solve that goddamn drone pissing me off. There we go. Now only the asteroids to worry about, which won't be able to take down our shields. And their drone got nicely destroyed. And now time to finish this gaff. We shouldn't even need to use the second, as evidence there by their ship blowing up. 22 scrap, some fuel, which, you know, gets us back over 10. Whenever you get below 10 fuel, it always makes me begin to worry. Now, you know what, I'm going to stay here and fix this stuff before we leave. We've got level 2 shields. Asteroids aren't going to pose too much of a problem at the minute. So we can get all this stuff done. Why is there nobody in the engine room? I do not know. Anyway, I'll do this after we repair this and see. Return crew, yeah. Guys, and fixing the oxygen. Get you healed up before we go anywhere, because the last thing we want is our pilot to die, because that's not fun at all. Return to your station, Mr. Williams, and we shall jump to our first nebula beacon, which should hopefully start to create a little gap between us and the enemy. You jump into the middle of a plasma storm. Multiple recently incapacitated ships loom in the shadows, briefly illuminated by the lightning. Now we can manually search the wreckage for survivors and equipment to avoid the risk. Why would you avoid the risk? Manually. And we lost a crew member. Yay. He was the weapons guy. We have double shields, so we'll put him in there. Save the positions and continue on our journey. Right. A heavily damaged Federation ship is hiding in the nebula at this beacon. Before you have time to make contact with them, they fade into the nebula. Now we can attempt to follow and help them, or we can keep always attempt. And you get lucky, find them floating not too deep in the nebula. Thrilled to be found by friendlies, they come on board and abandon their wrecked ship. When you say they usually implies more than one. Surely? I don't know. But yeah, we've got a crew member back, which is handy since we just lost one and he can go to the shields. Now we're under danger because our sensors can't work, which is grand. But we do have a lot of scrap, so we could go and upgrade something. Do we want to grab level 3 shields yet? Level 2 engines. Accept. There we go. And if we jump here, there. Squeeze in as many beacons before we have to jump to the exit. You arrive at a populated sector. One merchant seems to be mass broadcasting a request for a mercenary ship to aid him. Shall we respond? Bye. Your ship seems reasonably equipped. A freighter carrying a shipment of my goods is a week late. The fools flew through a pirate-filled sector in their haste, and I fear the cargo's safety. I'm looking for a less incompetent captain to investigate. That may not be me. At least you're confident for what little that's worth. Here is their last known location. Grand. If I could go straight there. Ooh, 1 jump. 2 jump. No, I can't make it in time without the exit being in rebel controlled zone, which is a fight I just could not be bothered with at the minute. And speak of the rebels, here they are. Now, why is our weapons not powered up? Crying out loud. Crying out loud. And their oxygen isn't. That's just messed up sequence of events there. I'll hurry up and charge goddamn weapons. And medbay is down once again. Right, time to see to those weapons. Not before, of course, they fire off another missile and take out our doors, which hopefully shouldn't be too much of an issue in this fight. Shit, I meant to fucking target their goddamn engines. Is their FTLs charging? Oh, the engines are down. That's good. That is good. And we took out our drone. Or their drone. And we can just auto-fire this and then boom. Because this burst laser should get through the shield. They only have 1 hole left. And boom, there you go. Fight over, but not before they manage to launch a missile and hit my cockpit. The ship breaks apart, blah blah blah, 25 scrap, a couple of bits and pieces, and now it is repair time. Once again. Alright, now repair the doors. And then get back to your goddamn positions. And you, sir, will go there. You should be in the shield room. You go back there now that you're healed, and we'll save the position so that we don't have that mix up anymore. Would have liked a shop before leaving this sector, but because the hull's a bit lower than I would like it. An intruder is on board. A flushed and panicky rebel soldier has teleported aboard. The rebel, who appears unarmed, repeatedly declares his peaceful intentions. It seems the rebel life has lost its charm. Never seen this one before. Accept the proposal and prepare to fight the rebel ship. Reject his offer. You can never trust the rebels. I am inclined never to trust a rebel, but again, see, never trust a rebel. Are those? They are rebels? God damn it. Huh. Right. Don't even think about it, you goddamn pieces of shit. Ow. And he needs to get out of there. Just you, yes. Good to hear. And I get to there. You jump in there. Because your other guy's gonna get fucking pummeled. And I need to flipping concentrate on. You know, there's the ship, you know, doing stuff as well. Okay, that's them hurt a wee bit for now. Oh my god, these guys are pummeling me. Gosh darn it. Right. Both of you get out of there. And you get over here, start fighting them again. What is taking the burst laser so long? You should be able to take care of them, hopefully. Oh, the burst laser's an auto fire. That's a slight error on my part. And the ship's destroyed. Now we just have to take care of the crew. That's fine. Oh, come on. Really? There we go. Everybody to the doctor. Could have been handled better, I suppose, but you know what? I don't care, I got out of the fight with everybody alive and the ship relatively intact. So, yeah, we do need to increase our hull integrity. Slightly. Go back to your positions, you goddamn useless bastards. And away we go to the exit. Not, I definitely couldn't have got away with getting in that quest marker. Arrive at the Launch Ridge Beacon, explore the asteroid field, some scrap and bits and pieces. Right to the next sector, Nebula or NG Homeworlds. Well, considering that later on you don't want, particularly on my understanding so far, and I just hit my mic again, that's just great, you don't want too many red sectors as you progress along, which means I would like to get to this side of the map, which means going into the nebula, but nebulas of course are their own issue altogether, but I should have quite a bit of time to explore everything, so let's take the nebula option. You've entered a nebular sector. You may put a few light years on the fleet, but that is only useful if you make it out the other side. Very true. And a store. Yay. We'll take the store. Because we're low on fuel, low on hull strength, and everything in between. Continue. So, what do they have to offer? They have mind control, which is not something I'm interested in. Teleporter, which I did say was something that we could do. And then, of course, drone control with comes with a combat drone Mark 1. Right. Ignoring that, let's repair up to about there. Let's get some. Let's just buy all the fuel they have, and that leaves us with 167. So can't get both of these, so that's 175, unless my maths is completely wrong. And it comes with a free combat drone. I could do with the anti-personnel drone. It is something I do have issue with, is the dealing with people on board. So if I bought this, it comes with a combat drone, and I buy this with it. Yeah, I think we'll have enough then for the power upgrades in order to be able to use everything. That is the question. There's one way to find out, folks. Close, store. No, not store. Close, ship. One power we got, which is not enough unless we do that. So there we go. That's not too bad. Let's continue on. Let's think of a route here. You can get it from that beacon and that beacon. If you take a sort of middling path, you can get down to this one, and then up and up. Doesn't matter which route we take, we're going to jump into this beacon anyway, so half on the fly, half. Chase the bastards down. Fleet pursuit doubled for one jump. That's fine. That is more than fine. Oh no, we just jumped now. Aw, I thought we were actually going to fight him. Oh, that's no fun. That is no fun whatsoever. Intruders on board. Okay. Here's where we want. Seek him out. Go, anti-personnel drone. Do what I bought you for. Ooh, there's two of them in there. I think I might want. Hold on, Mr. Williams, get out of there. Just get into this room. For now. Uh-oh. I don't control the anti-personnel drone. Right. And we've lost the drone. Yay. But that's that done for now, because this guy's pretty well pummeled and your job's a good one. Let's select. No. Can we select? No, we can't do it like that. And power into the medbay, get these guys healed up before moving on again, because I'm assuming boarding seems to be quite a bit more prominent in the Advanced Edition than it was in the Standard. And in the Standard, it was the one thing I struggled with most often. So yeah, that's great. Jump up there. Oh, you can get down to that one. So if we're aiming for this beacon, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, we'll do it this way. A rock armoured transport nearby looks to have lost its bearings, but when you heal, they grow suspicious. Whatever life form you are, we find you repugnant. We seek no aid. Leave now. Okay, and quite excitingly, we do have a blue option, but we could just leave. Repugnant, arm the weapons, take offence to their... I mean, regardless of what life form you are, we find you repugnant. That seems a bit harsh. I mean, he doesn't even know what we are. I mean, we could be a rock person. We do have a rock person on board. He could find us fantastic, correct? That's a bit harsh to judge. And of course, because we have the rock member, we have option 3, offer to lead them out of the nebula. Again, stick by my old adage. If you're given a blue option, click the blue option. There we go. The rock grudgingly transfer control of their helm to you, and you steer them to the thinner part of the nebula. They're not sure what to think, but transfer over some supplies all the same. Got a decent bit of scrap and a few other bits and pieces. So let's jump again. We said we're going to go down here, do sort of like a zigzag. You know what? We're not going to do a zigzag. We have more than enough time and space to squeeze in that extra beacon. And that was a waste of a jump. Considering kind of low in the old fuel front. A heavily damaged Federation ship is hiding in the nebula at this beacon. Before you have time to make contact with them, they fade into the nebula. And help them. Oh, okay. I mean, more the merrier, I say. More the goddamn merrier. Stick you in the oxygen room because, you know, being human and an earthling, I find oxygen to be quite beneficial to staying alive. So, let's continue on. I'm going to run out of jumps here soon. Jump into the sector. The nebula beset by a plasma storm. An automated rebel scout stationed at the beacon moves in to attack. We can prepare to fight, or we can use our engines thing perk and attempt to outrun it. Now, I kind of want to fight because there's a chance to get the scrap, get the fuel, everything. So prepare to fight. And yeah, oh shit. Let's take that down. Let's get oxygens powered up, please. Shields, something. Ah, this is not good. It's not what I was expecting at all. Want this to hurry up. Yeah. Oh, they don't have shields. Great. Let's take that out then as well. Nice. That's kind of lucky. And just fire on the engines because, you know, this is pretty quick battle. Give me fuel, give me fuel, give me fuel. 2 fuel! Woohoo! Exactly what I needed. And jump down here. I know it's not in the nebula, but you know what? Shut up. Navigating the fog blinds you practically bump holes with a mantis ship. They hail you. Pah! This transgression will be overlooked. Nebula, very dangerous. Next time, humans all day. We're not all humans. Again, that's jumping to conclusions. There won't be a next time open fire. This place is dangerous enough. Move on. Now, they do have a teleporter. We do have full power, so we could get the anti-personnel drone if it came to that. Open fire, fuck it. So, let's get everything up to power. Where did I get the extra power from? No, not enough There we go, that's more like it. So, and there's our obligatory onboard jumpy person. Yep, that's my sort of code word for someone who's boarded our ship. Okay, laser time. And chain laser, their shields. Yeah, that'll do the job. Anti-personnel guy is not really doing the trick, but this slow bastard should... And he teleported away. What I know. You know what? You're not teleporting back. And you can hit the shields. There we go. Shields down, teleporters down, weapons down. Okay, let's get... Oh, the engines haven't got the extra bit of power. That's what's wrong. Well, not standing personnel drone. He can't be healed. Oh, I forgot that I had 2 fire weapons. I'll just fire just in case. No, didn't need the extra shots. Job's a good one. 42 scrap. Nice. And... anti-personnel drone is done. You, sir. No, repair that. Not that it's too useful in a nebula anyway, but, you know, shut up. Oh my god, you're going to take forever, aren't you? You slow piece of shit. There we go, back into your station, and away we jump. No, we'll just stick with the original plan. We added in that extra beacon and ended up wasting time. So, and again, another waste of time. Jump to this one. You can't see anything through the thick gases surrounding your ship without knowing what's out there. All you can do is wait for the FTL to charge. That's just fantastic way to spend my day. You come across an asteroid mining colony. They message you immediately saying, "Greetings, our supplies of mining explosives have run out. Ever since the rebels, they're sweets. Since the rebels blockaded the system, do you have any extra explosives?" Now, missile weapon offer to solve the problem by launching a missile. Give them the requested 5 missiles, give them 15 missiles, or decline. Now, I have said that any time I get a new option with a blue, that I would click it, but I have had this one before. And it doesn't really work out all the time. So, since we have a crap ton of missiles, giving them 15s, give them 15. Upgraded reactor by 1. Ooh, I'll take that. Because why not? Because now we can fully power every system we have, including the drones. That's nice. That is nice. And to the exit. Okay, you arrived at the long-range beacon. Yes, we know this. Continue. Your sensors have picked up a refugee ship drifting through the system. No doubt one of many fleeing the rebel advance. It doesn't appear to have detected you, or else it'd be trying to avoid notice. We can heal them. Inhale them. That's a weird thing to do to refugees. We can heal them or ignore them. Let's heal. They get ignored enough. And of course, they're not refugees. This is some sort of subtle Donald Trump propaganda here. This was an innocent refugee ship, but of course, it's masking as a refugee. Don't believe that prick. Anyway, as you heal a refugee ship, a pirate ship... Oh, never mind. Using them as bait. Same principle, right? Also, that's a lesson. Read everything before you start making assumptions and judgments and all that crap. Shall we fire up the combat drone? Yeah, why not? Take your shields down a wee bit. Come on. I want everything charged before I start. Right, burst laser. You can attack the... What the hell module is this? Clone bay. Will automatically clone any crew you kill. Revive. Ooh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. Not that I think I would utilize it or can think of a strategy that would be useful with it, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. Again, another new thing that the Advanced Edition has included that I hadn't come across before. Come on, weapons. Pause. Burst laser there. I don't know, this guy. You can hit the shields. And they're pretty much screwed. All we have to do... Oh! Our combat drone finished the job. Pirate ship breaks apart and you salvage some fuel. This and scrap contact thing. And we get more fuel and bits and pieces, which is very fortunate because we were very low on fuel. So, is there anything we want to do with the ship prior to jumping into the next sector? Going into sector 4. I kind of want that. There we go. Yes. I like it. Level 3 shields. as we head into the Zoltan homeworlds. And of course this is where we will pick up in the next video. And yeah, this has been FTL, this has been ThePandaPuncher. Thanks very much for watching.